Terence Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this 4-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 147, now 168 pounds, claiming all the belts. You don't see people doing that very often. Going up against a guy who was perceived as being bigger and stronger, Crawford was strong. Crawford was strong enough to fend him off, strong enough to make him respect his own power. He used his jab, he used his distance. He had poise in the ring, he wasn't rattled. He backed up and moved when necessary and kept us different. He exchanged enough to gain respect when necessary. It was a brilliant, brilliant, masterful fight on Terence Crawford's part.
Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah.
A live broadcast turned tense when Terence "Bud" Crawford and Floyd Mayweather went head-to-head on air. Things escalated quickly after Floyd attempted to minimize Crawford's victory over Canelo, claiming Canelo wasn't as elite as people believe. Many viewers saw that comment as jealousy rather than analysis. What made the moment powerful was the clash of generations. 2 all-time greats unwilling to share the spotlight. While Floyd is focused on exhibition bouts, including appearances with Mike Tyson, Crawford continues to dominate weight classes in real competition. The message was clear. Legacy isn't built in studios, it's built in the ring. The room fell quiet because everyone sensed this exchange carried real meaning. This wasn't casual trash talk, it felt like a statement from a fighter. Staking his claim at the top, the discussion began as a straightforward conversation. The host posed the question fans have been debating for months. Who truly stands above the other Floyd Mayweather or Terence Crawford?
And lastly for me, champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Crawford remained composed and measured throughout the exchange. He acknowledged Floyd's impact on the sport, making it clear that Mayweather helped set the standard. At the same time, he pointed out that every era produces its own leader, emphasizing that his focus is simply on continuing his own journey.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah. We ain't going out that much.
Now,
Floyd didn't take that lightly. He leaned in and responded without hesitation. According to him, Canelo was never elite, and defeating him doesn't put anyone on his level. That single comment set everything off. The room erupted, and the live chat was instantly overwhelmed. Because there's one line you don't cross, minimizing what Terence Crawford just pulled off.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, bro. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
In the end, Bud didn't simply win that fight. He controlled every moment of it. 12 rounds executed with absolute precision. Leaving no debate and no room for justification, the man considered boxing's biggest star was reduced to looking average. And as Floyd focuses on setting up an exhibition with Mike Tyson, Crawford is busy doing something bigger, bringing the sport together.
Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather is happening. What the f is going on? This is where boxing is in 2025. And listen, I'm not going to complain because I understand the layout of things. We already had Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. We have Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis. This feels like the Temu version of it. And that sounds crazy because we have two of the greatest of all time about to participate in this, but both of them are about 30 years past their sell-by date in an exhibition bout in which their weights will be 60 to 70 to 80 pounds different. If you got on board with Jake and Mike, it was because at least they were going to weigh the same. I don't even know what to think. Someone on Twitter said it perfectly. Either everybody in the world is going to want to watch this or 10,000 people will watch it. Probably both men want a shit ton of money and they're being promised a shit ton of money, but it's happening.
That moment changed everything. Bud interrupted him and challenged him to back it up for real. No posts online. No media appearances settle it during a fight.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship, and then skip middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
Terence Crawford isn't focused on spotlight or popularity. His mission is legacy, an unblemished 42-0 record, 31 wins by knockout, and a place no man had reached before undisputed champion across 3 different divisions. He climbed the ladder at lightweight, dominated at welterweight, and conquered super middleweight without shortcuts. There were no carefully chosen opponents, no manipulated scales, and no behind-the-scenes advantages-only earned victories the hard way.
And I'm gonna get a lot of too, but honestly, there could be the way where you put Crawford over Mayweather. Because of going up, you didn't see Mayweather go up from 147 to 168. That's crazy, bro. And not even, and honestly, I thought Crawford was gonna have more of a hard time because he had a hard time with Madronov. So imagine going up to it. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, but I don't want to take nothing away from Mayweather. Mayweather's the greatest of all time. But I think that was a really big risk that Crawford took, and then he ended up winning, you know what I mean? So you have to give credit to that too. I mean, that's a big risk. That'd be like me going up and fighting Usyk right now, heavyweight.
No, that's been kind of hinted.
I'm not thinking of that right now. I'm not thinking of that right now. No, but that's kind of like how that'd be. You know what I mean? So you have to, bro. That's a lot of. He has a lot of balls to do that, and not only to go do that to show the world that he's really like that.
From taking apart Errol Spence Jr., a man many thought was untouchable, to moving up to divisions and outclassing Canelo Alvarez in front of a 70,000-strong crowd, Crawford has proven his dominance. He isn't simply the top fighter today, he could be considered one of the greatest in boxing history.
He hurt Canelo a couple of times, and he looked spectacular. Congratulations to Terence Crawford for that great performance, and man, it was a great fight.
Were you expecting more from Canelo?
I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting Canelo to knock out Crawford, to be honest with you, because it's 3-weight divisions. Well, he did fight one time, the higher division, but and to me, it's 3 ways, you know. He had to go up a lot in weight, and that's what I was expecting. But at the end of the day, you know, I got to give respect to Canelo. You know, he has done so much in boxing that it will be hard for somebody else to achieve and make. He trained hard, you know, and he said that he tried, but the body did not respond. And I've been saying that, you know, the body is worn out, you know. Canelo is young, but in boxing life, he's worn out.
Experts, including Max Kellerman, are already pointing out that Crawford's record could be even more impressive than Floyd Mayweather's.
It's wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him lightweight. He jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference to people.
Here's the reality. Floyd's 52-0 record is iconic, no question. Yet many of his victories came against opponents who were past their prime Pacquiao after he had slowed, mostly beyond his best years. Crawford, on the other hand, faces challengers at the height of their abilities and dominates them entirely.
Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
While Floyd focused on preserving his undefeated streak, Crawford steps into the ring to build and defend his legacy. Today, fans aren't just debating records, they're examining influence and dominance. As Crawford continues to reach new heights, Floyd's once solid reign appears to be showing cracks.
Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round. So
yeah,
honestly. But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of boxers?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
3-time undisputed. Mm-hmm. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or
greatest of all time?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time for sure.
There's no denying that Floyd Mayweather transformed the sport of boxing. He turned it into a billion-dollar industry and created a brand so powerful that just his name brought massive wealth to the sport. But recently, that luster seems to be dimming. The former undefeated superstar is now headlining spectacle matches, like his upcoming exhibition with Mike Tyson. Yes, the 58-year-old Tyson, who still packs serious power and remains a threat in the ring.